I always read every comment I get on my videos. Every once in a while, I get requests from you guys regarding future series. Let's check out some of them. Nuzlocke X and Y. First run bonus points for somehow combining a monotype run with a Nuzlocke of a game you've never played. I don't have any way to record my 3DS gameplay, so that's going to be a no for now. Maybe a wedlock. I've thought about doing a wedlock, and I'll eventually do one. I'm just not ready for one yet. Can you do a Nuzlocke run of Emerald or a ROM hack of another Pokemon game? I think you should really do a water type only run in Emerald. Water type is really diverse in Hoenn. Try to finish the Battle Frontier 2. Can you do an LP of Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald? Your LP was the best. Well, it looks like I have overwhelming support for Pokemon Emerald version. And this is probably, I wouldn't say my favorite generation of games, but it's up there. The third generation Hoenn games, and Emerald has the most content of the three of them, so I've chosen to do Emerald. I've actually never played Sapphire, but I've played Ruby, and Emerald is just the third version, so it's superior in pretty much every aspect. The only complaint I have with Emerald is that there are a few Pokemon that are only in Ruby or only in Sapphire, but for some reason Emerald only keeps the Ruby, or only keeps the Sapphire exclusives, so a few Pokemon that are Ruby exclusive are either very rare or impossible to get, like Medicham comes to mind. It's only available in Ruby and not in Sapphire or Emerald. I think some other Pokemon that have that condition, Surskit, for example, is very, very rare in Emerald, but only post-game, so it's not one I would even be able to get. And then Pokemon like Mawile and Sableye. Mawile and Sableye are available in the Granite Cave in Ruby and Sapphire, but only Sableye is in Emerald. So, anyway, we're going to go visit Professor Birch, but apparently he's not here. Oh, her daughter is upstairs. Well, she's not here. Let's leave. Yeah, I actually figured that out recently. But there's May, and yeah, May's gonna go leave. What's going on up here? Ah, there's scary Pokemon outside. Let's go see what's happening. Help me! Oh boy, it's a scary Zigzagoon. In his bag there's a Pokeball. Well, there's actually 3 Pokeballs. We can choose from Trico, the wood gecko Pokemon, Torchic, the chick Pokemon, or Mudkip, the mud fish Pokemon. And I'm gonna choose Mudkip because Mudkip's awesome. And, well, I like all the starters in this game, but I'm going with Mudkip. Now, the suggestions for what type of run I would do of this game, I've had Nuzlocke suggestions, and I've done Nuzlockes before. I've done 2 of them, and I really like Nuzlockes, but I'm not going to do a Nuzlocke of this game. I'm going to do a different kind of run. Not going to be a wedlock either, but we're going to get this Mudkip, and I'm going to nickname it, and this Mudkip is gonna be named Tulse, because Tulse is cool, I guess. Okay, so as for what type of run this is going to be, well, I had a suggestion of a monotype run, and monotype water in particular. I'm actually going to do a monotype. Will it be water? Well, the thing with Hoenn, it has a very diverse regional Pokédex. There are over 200 available, which gives a lot of different Pokemon available that you can get. And I've checked, and not counting Surskit, which is only available in post-game in this game, and not counting Kyogre for the same reasons, there are, I think, 20 different water-type evolutionary lines, if you count, what's it called? If you count Huntail and Gorobus differently, then, yeah, there are 20 different evolutionary lines, counting this Wingull, for example. So, I think I'm going to go with Water type. I've done Monotype of Emerald before and used Poison, and it was really fun. I wanted to do Fighting, but the problem is there just aren't enough Fighting types. But I'm going to choose Water this time, so that's going to start off with Tulse, or Mudkip. And May's going to have her Trico, and we can be really mean in this fight with Mud Slap, which it's not very effective, but it lowers the accuracy, and it just makes this fight really easy if you get Mudkip to level 6. It's just unfair, and it's probably the easiest way to win a rival battle ever. Like, he'll do damage if he can ever hit. So, yeah, really easy way to win, even though Mud Slap isn't very effective. It's like one of the most useful utility moves there are. And if you do a Monotype run, if you've never done a Monotype run or never seen one, the really fun part comes into giving every Pokemon a different utility. Because if you have 20 different Pokemon you can use, but they're all Water types, the best thing that Pokemon can do will probably be something that you already have on your team. So the roles will kind of be really spread out and fulfilled by different Pokemon. So you don't want all your Pokemon doing the same thing. You'll probably give everyone Surf in this case, but there will just be so many different things that you can get your Pokemon to do. Like when I did a Poison run, for example, I had one Pokemon like solely for Toxic, one Pokemon as like a special attacker, one as a physical attacker. I had a few walls, I had somebody to spam Protect, but of course I used the secondary types as well. Like I had a Water type with Tentacruel, I had Flying types, I had Grass types, and I just kind of used everything for different purposes, which made it really cool. At this point, we're just gonna buy some items here. Yeah, we can probably buy one of everything. Alright, so we're gonna start this Monotype by pretty much catching the Water types that are available to us here in this first episode. And I'm not going to allow myself to catch anything that's not a Water type, but I'm going to try to make sure I complete the Pokédex of Water types in this run, so I'm going to be getting all of them at some point. The first one we're looking for up here on Route 103 is Wingull. We found one already, but now we're seeming to only get Poochyena. I'm looking forward to this Monotype because, well, I like Emerald a lot, and I probably have more hours on it than any other Pokemon game if you count all the times I've reset my cartridge and just did different playthroughs of it. So Emerald's really fun for me, and I love the Water type, although a lot of my favorite Water types aren't in Emerald. In fact, of my probably top 5, only 2 of them are in this. And Wingull is not one of them. For some reason, it took forever to find. I've never had it take that long to find just something like a Wingull. Okay, I'm also going to nickname all my Water types different things that I think kind of fit, and, well, I'm bad with nicknames. So usually when I come up with nicknames, they're like things that don't kind of fit that well. Well, Wingull's gonna evolve into a Pelipper who carries the mail in the Mystery Dungeon games, and I'm gonna name this Wingull Stamps. And I think that does not fit very well, but it's not terrible. There's another Water type we can get over on Route 102, and it's also fairly common. Of course, Zigzagoon and Poochyena and Wurmple are common everywhere, so it's just a pain at first having to only run into them. I actually found a shiny Wurmple on like Route 101 once while searching for something else in another run. It's like all my shinies turn out to be like the stupid bugs. Like I've got multiple Weedles, and I've got actually multiple Wurmples too, so. but never a Lotad. Lotad, the Pokemon on the title screen, not title screen, but Professor Birch's little buddy from the Pokeball early on, and Lotad, it's one of the weakest Pokemon overall at the beginning because its base stat total is so low and it doesn't learn any water moves for a while, but already getting some diversity because that gives us a water type already. We already have a flying type, and our starter is going to be a ground type eventually. So here's Muchacho, the Lotad. So we got Muchacho over here with Swift Swim, Astonish, and Growl. It gets absorbed pretty soon. We have Stamps, the Wingull, with Water Gun. And we have Mudslap on a sassy-natured Mudkip Tulse. So, already some team diversity. We'll have to train the other two up a little bit because level 2 and level 4, it's not going to be that easy to fight with them. So, I suppose we can go ahead and try to do a little bit of training right now. So, let's go into, yeah, I'll save the trainer. We'll go into this grass for now. Here's a Wurmple level 4. Wurmple's pretty weak, so we might be able to take this out with Water Gun. It'll take some time. Let's see if Stamps can get its first victory. This will take some time. But if Wurmple only decides to use String Shot, we could probably do this. Now, I used a Pelipper in my very first playthrough of Emerald, and it was pretty good, but lately I strongly dislike Pelipper because of its obsession with using Protect, like, constantly. So let's hope my thoughts on Pelipper change for the good, or for the better, after this run. We'll have to see. But we can... Oh, critical hit. Yeah. Fujiana with the critical. And now we're gonna just finish it off with Tulse here. And I suppose we'll stop the episode. I never like to do that much in the first episode because it's just an intro. But here we caught 2 water types already for our Monotype. And in the next episode, we'll head west on the route towards Petalburg and fight the trainers and do some more training and just continue catching more water types and having fun with this Monotype challenge. So, this has been Deacon082, and I will see you next time.